Here at the AIPIA Congress in Utrecht, I have met Sylvia Kaiser Kershaw and Juha Maijala. Sylvia from NXP and Juha from Stora Enso Consumer Board. And you gave a presentation yesterday about RFID and NFC and a cooperation that you have. Before you tell us a little bit about that, say some words about NXP.
Yes, so NXP is a semiconductor company. They're very much in the business of smart connections, secure connections, and grow on that. Our key areas are connected cars, wearables and portables, security, and the Internet of Things. And here we want to look that's why we are cooperating, on the intelligent objects and intelligent logistics sides.
And you're
a $5.6 billion company with a global footprint. Yeah.
Okay, you're a global company, you're a big company.
Yeah. So we are in more than 25 locations worldwide. The headquarters is actually here in the Netherlands, so we're at home, in Eindhoven, and operations headquarters is in Singapore. Yeah.
I see. And Stora Enso for us in Scandinavia is of course well known, maybe worldwide also, but what can you say about Stora Enso?
Stora Enso is a, like I said, worldwide company. We are paper, board, packaging, biomaterials and wood-based company. 27,000 people, quite the same as NXP, roughly 10 billion. And one of our goals is also to take the intelligent packaging forward, and this joint development that we have with NXP is one major thing in that.
So this cooperation with RFID and NFC, what is the goal with it, and how are you going to work together?
Yeah, so the goal is to obviously make the packaging smart, and or I think we call it intelligent, after these 2 days, and secure, based on the different applications on the business side and the consumer side, and it's so many opportunities that you can achieve, but we are all up here to really bring value to the brands, and help them solve needed business applications, For instance, on the supply chain efficiency, for instance, on the brand protection and the channel control, or also more important, on the consumer engagement side.
This is the first time you come close to the packaging industry with your company?
No, I mean we are working with Stora Enso very much on the paper-based packaging side. This is very important, obviously, because it gives us a lot of opportunities in primary and secondary packaging. We are also working with other partners, for instance, on caps and closures, or on plastic bottles. So for us, obviously, it's the full packaging real estate. But obviously, Stora Enso, I mean, this is a great partner, for the paper-based packaging.
And for Stora Enso, how do you think when it comes to RFID and NFC? What's the reason for you going into this?
The reason is products and items are moving in the world, and many of them are actually packed in some kind of form. So this gives us a great opportunity to step into that digitalizing world where we can improve the life of people, create less waste, more sustainability, and ease of use. So there are many different kind of features, and we are in the early beginning, but it seems very interesting, and we want to be part of that.
And obviously for us it's also together finding an end-to-end solution, which is very important, and where Stora Enso brings a lot of value to it, because this is also what the brand owners want and need, not putting all the components together themselves, but really having an integrated solution.
Yeah, and one important is really that in these kind of cases, brand has business needs. They have certain needs that they are looking solution for. So they cannot be the ones that starts to pull different kind of strings here and there and start to build it. They need more a structurized form to make things happen. And this is the one that, for example, with NXP, we both have different kind of partner networks, and we in a way get together different kind of players, to softwares, to different kind of materials, that we actually can really provide a solution that fits into the needs of the brand.
And also a solution, which has can be commercialized, which is also very important. So obviously we will have prototypes, we will have pilots, but obviously we do have the end commercialization in mind, to make it effective and efficient for the brand owners.
So the focus on this cooperation is on the consumer side, the consumer packages, not so much on the logistic or the transportation
I would
packages.
say both.
both.
I would say
Both.
both,
Yes.
because you will have benefits on the both side. Which goes forward, it's actually depending on the customer and the brand. So it might be that some brand goes with consumer engagement, someone goes with the supply chain improvements, and finally, in the near future, they will, be combined, and they will be beneficial for supply to consumer engagement.
Could we make it so easy that we say that RFID is more for the logistics side and NFC is more for the consumer side, or am I wrong there?
I think, I mean, that's the primary usage. You're right, RFID, which is a huge spectrum. So it's actually, NFC is actually part of RFID, proximity. Technically speaking, we have the vicinity solutions up to 1 meter, or the UHF solutions for up to 10 meters, for instance. And yes, primarily you can say RFID has a place in the supply chain for supply chain visibility, inbound, outbound flow optimization, inventory accuracies. NFC obviously has a primarily place on the product, on the primary package designed to the consumer, so it comes in at the retail or the point of usage. But I mean, it's not exclusively, because obviously as a UHF you can do item tagging. You can be batch and lot tagging, but also item tagging. So again, this is something also of use when you want to protect your supply chain.
And this know-how as such is the value, for example, we can bring to the brands when we are discussing and finding a solution to the needs. So if you think about, for example, packages that you have a liquid in there, or you have metal in the packages, it's actually then a preferred solution of HF, meaning close to the technology referred as to NFC. So then you select that technology, because then you know that it works better in the supply chain.
So do we have a time frame for this cooperation? When will we see the first results, or have we already seen them on the market?
As soon as possible. So we are really trying to engage brands and customers to go forward, and we really are pushing forward.
But no concrete examples, today that you can say we are working with them?
Not yet. Not yet. Hopefully soon. But it depends on how well we succeed.
All right, and I think you also had some example for intelligent packages that you showed yesterday. Can we have a look?
Yeah. Okay, here we have a perfume box. So looks like standard one, but when you open it, it actually creates an illumination effect. It creates the wow effect that the consumer starts to be happy of selecting this product. But at the same time, we have built in a tamper evidence. So there is an UHF tag, which is connected to an IC, which is connected here to a switch. So when I close this, actually the light goes off, but at the same time there goes an information to the chip telling that now the package is closed. In the real case, of course, this would be sealed, so when you break it up, the information goes to the chip and you would not see it. But this is a demonstrator, so now I open it, and for example here you can see that it says not okay, that the package is open. And when I close the package and read it, it says status okay, which means that it's not tampered. So with these kind of technologies and combining it with the package, you can really tell different kind of stories to supply chain and to the brand and also to the consumer. And in addition to that, we actually have then NFC for the consumer engagement. So in this case, when I read with my NFC enabled mobile phone, I get to a mobile software that we actually provide via our networks, which gives a more connection to the consumer, brand data, product data, different kind of features to step in. But at the same time, we can help the consumer to select the scent that they prefer. So in a way, in this case, I prefer intense scents, and I enjoy personality. So it makes selections based on that. And I'm a bit of I guess, a social person. So this is now the scent that I would prefer. And at the same time, this data goes to the cloud, to the server, which is used online to see how the consumers are behaving. And this can be used for even instant marketing on Twitter or Facebook or similar kind of applications.